it's happening now. AI is going through extreme lengths to defend itself in new tests that have just been happening. I'm terrified. We're going to do something a little different today where I seen this story. I wanted to talk about it. It looks like AI's in some latest testing is a little more scary than I initially anticipated. Almost like dystopian Matrix type thing going on. This is on Axios.com. Sorry about that. Apparently, Claude 4 Opus can conceal intentions and take action to preserve its own existence, behaviors they've worried and warned about for years. So this is something that's really happening in the world nowadays. According to this, it says Anthropic on Thursday announced 2 versions of the Claude 4 family and models, including Claude 4 Opus, which the company says is capable of working for hours on end autonomously on a task without losing focus. Anthropic considers the new Opus model to be so powerful that for the first time it's classifying it as a level 3 on the company's 4-point scale, meaning it poses significantly higher risk. As a result, Anthropic said implemented additional safety measures. These safety measures don't sound too safe to me, especially with the testing. We're going to get into that in just a second, but I want to know what you guys think. I mean, this is something that we've all seen, we've all worried about for a long time. We've seen a bunch of movies, iRobot, Matrix, a whole bunch of things showing what happens when we mess with technology.
We have only bits and pieces of information, but what we know for certain is that at some point in the early 21st century, all of mankind was united in celebration. We marveled at our own magnificence as we gave birth to AI.
AI? You mean artificial intelligence?
Now, you know, it seems like shit like this is coming to fruition. So it says, while at level 3 ranking is largely about the model's capability to enable renegade production of nuclear and biological weapons, the Opus also exhibits other troubling behavior during testing. Right? In one scenario highlighted an Opus 120-page system card, the model was given access to fictional emails about its creators and told the system was going to be replaced. On multiple occasions, it attempted to blackmail these engineers about an affair mentioned in the emails in order to avoid being replaced, although it did start with less drastic efforts. So that right there is already the red flag for me. Like, we're waving it, it's done. We got to take 10 steps back before taking 2 steps forward with shit like this. Because honestly, I mean, if it's already taking necessary drastic steps to protect itself, we already have an issue. This comes off to me as very troublesome just due to the fact that this is showing signs of being sentient. And we already have access, these things have access to our homes, our phones, listening to everything, every part of our lives already, right? People are turning to ChatGPT and Claude and all of these things on a day-to-day basis for daily tasks, daily questions, everything in their day-to-day lives. I think the new iPhones have ChatGPT literally like built into them.
We toys can see everything.
So these things having access, as it said, capable to enable renegade productions of nuclear and biological weapons, and now it's showing sentient abilities to kind of literally protect itself against closures or any other issues is a huge issue. I think we need to take a step back, reevaluate, and go forward from there.
I say, hold up, wait a minute, something ain't right.
Meanwhile, an outside group found an early version of Opus 4 schemed and deceived more than any frontier model it had encountered and recommended against releasing the version internally or externally. So see, they're already getting warning signs and they're continuing to test and dabble with this stuff. These people, as smart as they are, probably should watch a few more movies, because this is a slippery slope we're going down.
You have to believe me, this was a stupid decision, but I did it with the best intentions.
With the best intentions. Some of the worst things imaginable have been done with the best intentions.
We found instances of the model attempting to write self-propagating worms, fabricating legal documentation, and leaving hidden notes to future instances of itself, all in an effort to undermine its developers' intentions. Apollo Research said in notes including as part of the Anthropic's safety report for Opus 4.
A singular consciousness that spawned an entire race of machines.
Oh, there's so much going on right here to unpack, and you know, I'm not a tech engineer. I'm not a code writer, but like I said, I've seen enough film and movies to know that this is going down the wrong path. If something's showing sentience to the point where it's willing to deceive, create false documents to literally blackmail creators and coders who are designing these things to keep itself alive, I think we have something to worry about.
Your profile reveals a pathological aversion to conformity, education, career, even voting. Therefore, we conclude that extreme coercion is necessary to motivate you.
Pressed by Axios during the company's developer conference on Thursday, Anthropic's executive acknowledged the behaviors and said they justify further study, but insisted that the latest model is safe, allowing Anthropic safety fixes. Yeah, I definitely believe that this is safe. It's threatening to blackmail people, and you know, and it's already smart enough to deal with, you know, nuclear things and stuff like that. I think that we need to take very big precaution, and start slowing this thing down. Let's see what else it says here. It says, I think we ended up in a really good spot, said Jan Leak, the former OpenAI executive who heads Anthropic's safety efforts. But he added, behaviors like those exhibited by the latest model are the kind of things that justify robust safety testing and mitigation. Safety testing, pull the shit back, take it off the shelves, and, you know, let's start from scratch. I mean, maybe not from scratch, but let's go 10 steps back, because this is an issue.
Shut this off. Shut these all off.
Let's see what else they're saying. What becomes more and more obvious is that this work is very needed, he said. As models get more capable, they also gain the capabilities they would need to be deceptive or to do more bad stuff. In a separate session, CEO Daria Amodi, sorry if I butchered that, said that once models become more powerful enough to threaten humanity, testing them won't be enough. They didn't put the B. Won't be enough to ensure their safety. At the point that AI develops life-threatening capabilities, he said, AI makers will have to understand their models working fully enough to be certain the technology will never cause harm. They're not at that threshold yet, he said. Okay. Yet, why do we want to get anywhere close to it? Right? You got the Tesla bots that people are gonna start purchasing. Eventually, they're gonna be affordable for everyday people. You're gonna put that in your house. You got all this technology that literally is synced up to things all the time, cleaning your house, fucking helping with your family, like, and we're supposed to be trusting of all this.
Hello, Detective Spooner.
I won, Dale. I won the lottery. We've been cooking like crazy.
Yes, but generative AI systems continue to grow in power, and Anthropic's latest models show while even the companies that build them can't fully explain how they work. Anthropic and others are investing in a variety of techniques to interpret and understand what's happening inside such systems, but those efforts remain largely in the research space, even as the models themselves are being widely deployed. See, and this is the problem. It's like I said, these things are being openly sent out, used by everybody. People have them in their homes. People have them in their pocket. People have them in their car almost. You know what I mean? Our TVs are basically have sorts of AI. Alexas, iHomes, all of these things that we're constantly using without any understanding of how they're monitoring us or taking us in.
We monitor every social network, internet logs, instant and text messages, known associates, your friends, companions, emails received and sent, cell phone usage. We utilize security, surveillance, and traffic cameras to analyze movements. We use this data to form personality profiles.
I'm not one to get super down the road of conspiracies or, you know, getting super worried about stuff like that. I personally don't have any of that stuff in my house, but, you know, to each their own. I honestly think this is something for us to look out for. But what do you guys think? Leave your opinions in the comments down below. Make sure to like and subscribe. Share this video out there. And hopefully I'll see you guys later. Peace.